for Protoss to hold their expansions here, and looks like Corsair probably has killed off he's killed off 2 Overlords already. He's gotten 2 kills already on that Corsair, so that one Corsair doing a lot of damage to MuMyung here, and MuMyung's multitasking I think it just isn't very good here. He might lose another Overlord here, and he can't afford to lose these Overlords, of course. Wemade Fox here looking quite happy. There's Nada actually looking down, and Boxer also looking at the screen quite intensely. And yeah, it looks like an Archon being created here, and looks like, man, finally the Corsair getting killed off by the Scourge there. Stopping its reign of terror over the mineral line there. But by this time, really, MuMyung has just gotten no forces out yet. Just really, I only see 1 Hydralisk right now. I'm wondering why his macro isn't doing any better than it is, because he needs to be putting pressure on Pure, making Pure build some more units, or perhaps build more cannons. Pure's actually building more cannons. It looks like he's got legs for his Zealots, and he's going to be pushing these Zerglings back. So MuMyung is going to have to set up a defense here at his second natural. It looks like he's doing that. He's built 1 Sunken there. And it looks like this small crack force of one Archon and 1 Zealot, 5 Zealots. I don't think they're going to get through here very easily. It looks like they're not going to get through, but it looks like he's actually going for the attack here. Pretty interesting play here. Really, MuMyung just gets some good Zergling surrounds. He will be able to pick this off quite easily. It looks like he will be able to push off, but Pure with really good control, not losing any of his units and killing off a number of MuMyung Zerglings there. Also forcing the construction of 2 sunken colonies. So it looks like MuMyung perhaps building some Mutalisks there, seeing that his opponent has not gone for many Corsairs. It looks like an attack going on in the main here, and now the MuMyung is just completely unprepared for this attack at the main. He does have 1 sunken up, but he's forced to pull out drones to help in his defense here, and he's going to lose a lot of these drones here. It looks like he lost 1 drone here, but just forced to use so many of his drones to build sunken colonies also, which just don't help at all in terms of his offense, of course. And it looks like he's able to stop this attack, but Pure doing a pretty good job here of just doing little probing attacks and killing off units, forcing Sunkens to come up. And now he's getting up his second expansion at the 6 o'clock, at the 3 o'clock position, inside 3 o'clock position. And looks like another attack at this second expansion. Wow, MuMyung just not doing a good job here of holding his own here. Now he's revealing to Pure his lurkers. He is morphing his lurkers at his natural expansion there. Observer's already out for Pure though, so he's more than ready for this. And looks like lurkers are up though. Scourge here perhaps to kill some of these observers. And lurkers burrowing here. Looks like a couple of cannons going up just in case there are some Mutalisks or a drop coming down from MuMyung. MuMyung meanwhile getting his evolution chamber up finally, so he's gonna get some carapace upgrades. And interesting build here from Pure, because Pure's gone for an all Zealot Archon combination with the +1 weapons now, and with Zealot legs really quickly, and not going for many High Templar. I do see 2 High Templar there. Of course, no Dragoons right now, but this won't be good against Lurkers though, because Zealots just get eaten alive by Lurkers. And looks like, oh man, that Lurker wasn't even burrowed there, just sleeping on the job there. Now the Observer is going to see those Lurkers, and looks like this Scourge might get that Observer. It looks like it will get that Observer, so good move there by MuMyung. And I'm going to pause this commentary for 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. And it looks like 3 evolution chambers going up here for MuMyung. I think MuMyung's main problem so far is that he just doesn't have a coordinated plan here. Looks like he's just desperately trying to hold on to all of his possessions right now and not going on the attack at all against Pure. And allowing Pure to just get off mini attacks against him, harassing attacks, and looks like another harassing attack here. Oh man! And this attack, this is what I was talking about. A lot of kills there from those High Templar. Really, the goal of Pure's attacks is not necessarily to kill MuMyung, but just to keep his unit count low, harass his drones, and just run away and save those expensive Protoss units, and let them heal up their shield and go for another go at it. And right now, MuMyung is just unable to deal with this, and a mark of a good player is to be able to deal with these little harasses, and also to return the favor and do more harass to your opponent than he does to you. And since the beginning of the game, since the first Zealots came in and stopped the mining, I've just seen MuMyung fail entirely in doing so. And unfortunately, I have to attribute this probably to the lack of practice that Air Force Ace players get. In a lot of ways, I think it looks like Lurker's coming up here to deal with these Archons, but looks like great storms there from Pure, taking out all of the Lurkers there. Really just going for a really interesting Archon Zealot build here. No Dragoons at all, which is what you usually expect against Lurkers, but looks like that was not going to work there. Just too many Lurkers there now. Looks like actually, just as I said that, looks like 8 Dragoons being produced there. So switching over to Dragoons finally. And yeah, what I was saying was, in some ways, Air Force Ace reminds me of foreign players because while they have a lot of natural skill, I think, I just don't think they have the same practice time as the Korean pro gamers do. And this does show in the sometimes poor control or a poor decision making in the middle of the game. Well, I'd say it's more poor control there. I think MuMyung's problem was poor control, not making a couple of Zerglings early on to deal with those Zealots, and right now just forced on the defense here, and Zerg just cannot do that at all. Looks like he's bringing some Zerglings around, perhaps thinking of doing a flank somewhere on top of Pure's base, and he needs to get an attack at the natural expansion, at the second expansion of Pure to be able to do any sort of damage to him, to be able to send him back a little bit. Because the main base is just so well defended. Looks like now Dragoons coming in to deal with these Lurkers. Dragoons are just so good against the Lurkers, and wow. Looks like they're just picking out these Lurkers one by one, and MuMyung just, right now, he needs wow, there's 2 observers there, so even 1 Scourge wouldn't do it. Looks like 4 observers there, so buttload of observers there is a scientific term for what Pure has, and really, there's just, his forces are just getting whittled away here. His drones are getting whittled away, and pretty soon Pure will just have an overwhelming force of Protoss units and just overrun him entirely. And it looks like these refugee drones are forced to go back again. They've just retreated and gone forward so many times in this game so far, and really he's just relying on these Scourge to kill the observers. But Pure has just brought so many spares to go along, and looks like a lot of Zerglings getting eaten up there by that one Hero Archon. Hero Archon going down with 12 kills. Wow, that's a lot of kills there for an Archon. And yeah, I think this is a good game here. Pure is just making short work here of MuMyung, and looks like he's also sending a flanking force into MuMyung's main base. So even though MuMyung reacted correctly in the beginning by going for the double expand, just poor unit control and not getting enough units in the beginning to deal with a small Zealot harass, set him behind, and I just wasn't able to deal with the Corsairs coming out, didn't get any attack on the main base. And so Pure takes a fairly easy victory against MuMyung here. Series is 2-0 against in favor of Wemade Fox and against Air Force Ace. So we are seeing a 2v2 game next, and hopefully Air Force Ace picks it up and makes the series go a little bit longer. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Cholera.